Assalamu alaikum. Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you on how to make overhead hijab with bead. So I'll be using this white fabric. I have 4 yards of the fabric, so I remove 1 yard and I fold the remaining 3 yards. Here is the way I fold the fabric. I have my 3 yards on this line. This is the 3 yards. So I fold along the yard like this first fold, then I fold again to make 4 layers. This is 4 layers, 1 2 3 4. So it means I have folded into 4. This is exactly what I have here. So this open side, this side, we have open side here, and we have completely closed side on the other side here. So this open side, this is where the sleeve will be coming out, where this one will be the back and the center back and the center front of the hijab. I hope I'm making myself clear. Here is my center back and center front of the hijab, while here will give me the sleeve and the side of the hijab. So what we need for the hijab is your length, the length of the hijab. You need your shoulder and sleeve length, which is from the nape of your neck to your desired sleeve length. So from this back of the neck, I'll measure my desired sleeve length. I have 24 here, and when I measured on my body, I have 28. It means I am going to complete the sleeve with another piece of fabric, 4 inches plus allowance. So I'm going to cut another 5 inches to complete the sleeve length. Then the sleeve width will be determined by the sleeve opening that I will place on this side. So the first thing I'm doing is I'll take my the neck width and the neck depth. So my neck width, I'll be using 3.5 for my neck width, because the fabric is stretchy. If it is not stretchy, you can use 4 inches. You can even use 5 inches, depending on your desire, how you desire your neck to be. So this is 3. Okay, let me use 4 inches for the neck width. Then I'll be using 2 inches for the neck depth. So I'm going to make it round. This is the width, this is the depth. So you connect it together. That one gives your neck measurement. So from the shoulder here, where we have taken our shoulder, I'll take my shoulder slant. I'm using 1.5 for my shoulder slant. So from the shoulder slant, you now connect to your, here's the shoulder slant, this is your neck width. So the neck width, you connect it in a slant way to the shoulder slant. Note, I'm folding the fabric on the wrong side. So where you have your shoulder slant, from the shoulders where it ends, where your shoulder slant ends, you will now take your sleeve circumference. So I want my sleeve opening to be 10 inches. I've included the sewing allowance. This is 10 inches. So at that point, when you have your 10 inches, you come back to the folded side here and draw your bust. You know, it is an hijab. Hijab is always free. So when you have bust of 11, like the one I took, my own bust circumference is 44. You divide it, whatever bust circumference that you have, divide it by 4, then you had your allowance of 3 inches. Sewing in sewing allowance inclusive, but this one, because I want it to be very big and very free, I'm going to add allowance of 4 inches. So when you divide your bust circumference 44 divided by 4, you have 11 plus 4 inches, you are going to have 15 inches. Let me see if I can get the 15. So this is 15 inches. Note, it is direct to where you have your sleeve opening. This is where my sleeve opening end, and this is the bust circumference. So you now collect the sleeve, connect from the sleeve opening to the bust circumference that you have taken. Now I connect it to it. So from there now, you come to your lower hand. I want it to be like A shape gown, A shape, to have shape of A. So you take 19 inches from here, mark 19 inches at the lower end. So from your bust circumference, you now connect from the bust circumference to the lower end. No, the shape is not straight again. It's a bit wider on the lower back. So just connect it, mark it with your chalk, then you cut it out. That is the shape of the hijab. So you can now cut it out. So this is what we have. Then you cut the shoulder slant. Before I cut the shoulder slant, I will open this side. Now I'm done with the cutting of the body. Yeah, the next thing is to cut the head hijab that will be stitched to the neck side. So before we do that, you take your fabric, join the shoulder. Now I'm opening the hijab. Here is the shoulder. You join both shoulder. After joining the shoulder on both sides with half of an inch, then you now take the measurement of your neck. Now that we are done with the cutting of the body, I have taken it to my machine and stitch it on the shoulder. You stitch both shoulder, and after that you now take the measurement of your neck. So I have 9.5 for the front, 9.5 for the back. That means we have 9 times 2, that is 18. So this is what you are going to use for the lower part of the hijab. Now I want to cut the hijab. You fold your fabric into two. Fold it into two. What we have on the neck, we have 9 times 9. That's 18. So this is 9. This is 9. 9.5 times 2. So you mark it with your chalk here. Add allowance of 1 inch. So I have 10.5 here. So here is the lower part. Now I want to cut the hijab cap. So we have the length of the hijab. I'm using 18 inches for the length, and the width that we have on our neck, we have 9.5 times 2. That's 9.5. Because it is folded into 2, you measure your 9.5. And then you add your allowance of 1 inch. I just want to connect the points together. So you take your face circumference for the hijab cap. So for my own, I have 24. So 24 divided by 2. Yes, that is 12 inches. So you take your 12 each here. Then you now connect it to your. So let me make it clearer, explain better. Here's the back of the hijab. When we have the rectangle, I come down by 7 inches, make it curvy. That one, there's no special way to do it. Just make it curvy. Back of the hijab, we have one curvy shape. So I'm trying to eliminate all this rough edge. So this is the back of the hijab. So here, you make sure you have your measurement of your round neck divided by 2. We have 9, then plus half plus 1 inch. That's, use it to stitch it. So here you have your face circumference here, which is 12. You note it. That's your face circumference. I'm only trimming the rough edge. So this is what we have. You now cut your hijab cap which you are going to fix into this place. So this one that you have now, you go to your machine, you stitch it like this round. After stitching, now bring your hijab cap and attach it to this place. Then you measure your face circumference, put the opening, close this place, then attach this side to your neck. I hope I'm making sense. So here is our hijab cap. Let me cut hijab for the, that's the hijab for the, so now I'm going to cut the cap for the hijab. First, fold it into 2, then you fold it again into 4. This is what I did. I have a folded fabric like this, then I fold it again. into 4, into 2, making 4 layers. So here measure 4 inches, then downward like this I measure 7 inches. I'm going to connect the line together. We are just cutting the hijab cap for our hijab. So when you stitch your hijab round like this, you stitch it round. Now bring this one, attach it to this place, then measure your face circumference, which is 12, and divided by 2, which is 12. You measure it, you close it from here down, then this side attach it to your hijab gown. That's for the hijab and the gown. Now we have the sleeve. If you remember, I told you that my sleeve is 28. When I took the measure from the back of my neck, center of my neck, to my desired sleeve length, we have 24. To complete the length, we have 4 plus 1 inch is 5. So you now bring your remaining fabric, fold it into 4, because you have two sleeves to cut. So I'm going to cut the 4 and the 2 sleeves together. You fold it like this. So the width we have on the gown, check it. You have 10. So check whether you have 10. This is 10. Then increase it because we are cutting both sleeves together. After folding it, this is 10. This is 10. So 10 by 5 inches. So when you have your width of the hijab 10, then you have the length 5. So I'm going to cut. This is what I will attach to my sleeve to complete my 28 inches length, sleeve length that I need. So here's for both sleeves, the first one and the second sleeve. So have come to the end of the hijab. So after stitching the pieces together, when you have gotten the complete hijab, you now attach your, use hand needle to attach this bead to the neck and to the hand. So that one I'll be dropping it on my channel as a short. So if you have watched to this extent, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me some thumbs up, and share my video, and drop your comment at the comment section. Thank you for watching.